Hey there, this is Holly Knight with National Fastpitch Academy. And we're going to break down the defensive alignment of a typical ball hit to left field with a runner at second base. Now, it can be a runner on second and third, which that's what this is, or it can be bases loaded or first and second. Basically, it's a situation where the cutoff man is going to be at third base or the third baseman. And the idea to prevent or to throw out the runner attempting to go from second to home. So we'll get into it a little bit. This is the USA team, Olympic team. They're traveling around. They were traveling around. I believe this is March 2020, playing some top-level college programs to get ready for Olympics. And they are playing Arizona here in this game. So the ball is hit with runner on second and third. So the ball is hit right past, excuse me, right past, you can see right here, the third baseman. So I'll break this down a little bit. Excuse me. Runner at second is kind of just standing there to see. Now, I'm assuming I tried to figure out how many outs there were, but I didn't see the video for sure before this as how many outs there were. So probably less than 2 outs, or she would have been going on contact. It would have been a completely different situation. If there is 2 outs, then she messed up, not going on contact. But we're going to assume that's 1 out or no outs in this situation. So the ball's hit right past the third baseman at this situation here. I'm going to show a couple things here first. So ball's hit. It's out here pretty good already. It's plenty past the third baseman. We know clearly the left fielder is moving over to get to the ball. The coach is moving into the coach's box. The shortstop is moving to her position. Those type of things are getting ready. She's getting ready to run. The pitcher should be moving to back up. She ends up getting back there, ends up not being an issue, but you don't want to wait too long. You want to try to get back in your backup position. Okay, when the ball's hit in this situation, clearly a base hit, runner is at third, we're going to assume, and she does, we're going to assume that a runner at third is going to score in this situation. So now the next thing here we're doing is that the catcher's job is I'm going to put home plate here. I don't know, the ball is like going to be right there. So it kind of gives you an idea where the angle is going to be. The catcher's job is to line up the third baseman. So anytime the third baseman moves hard to her or goes to her left, she didn't have to go very hard this way. Now I'm going to say if she goes really hard and a shortstop's going really far this way, can be some communication where the shortstop actually becomes the cutoff in this situation. There has to be a little bit of rotating at that point. This is not that situation because the third baseman did not have to go very hard, very far to go after that ball. Okay, so it comes up, but she just kind of keeps moving that way. She needed to get back, and at this point, so the ball is coming here. All right. So you can see if, of course, we moved here a little bit, but we got a pretty good idea that the home plate is down this way. So we got a pretty good idea that she's making the throw. It's going to be in this area right here. Excuse me, goodness. So the third baseman should be over here in this area right here. Should be more in this area instead of where she is right here. So that's either the fault of the third baseman not hearing or listening for the catcher. It's the fault of the catcher not saying, you got to get over there. Now, again, it is a situation where this runner is not going to score. She's already got the ball. There's no way, and the coach is already holding her up. You can see over here. So it may be, again, but you want to always anticipate that she is going to try to score. You always anticipate and get in that proper position. So again, she should be over this way. It could be loud. It could be a situation where the fans are loud and she's not hearing it. In that case, too, I think a veteran third baseman, somebody's been playing there long enough, would probably know about an idea. She would be fairly a little bit closer, knowing that she's got to line up home plate. Sometimes you even see a third baseman check back a little bit to get an idea where she is, but she's got to know that she's off. If she makes that throw from here and goes to the cutoff man and throws overhead by a little bit or goes between her feet or whatever, it's going to be a pretty bad throw, going to be way, way offline. So that's where we want to be in this position here so that if she lets it go, it's going to be home to throw to try to catch this runner trying to score, or we hit the cutoff man. Okay, it goes to the next screen here. So you can see the shortstop is moving over to get in her position. Okay. Different view. Ball's hit. Okay, in this situation here, we can see everybody moving that way. It's past her. Okay, she should be getting up and kind of getting back in that position. There's where they're lining up. So we'll look at the lineup here again. Okay. Okay, right there. So that's, you can see right here is where the left fielder is in that position. Of course, she wants to make the throw here. So you can see from there to here, that's where it should be lined up. So the third baseman is off pretty good distance. Now, I noticed that the catcher is moving up this way. Catcher may be trying to get lined up a little bit with third, which is a mistake. But again, catcher already knows most likely that that runner is just going to stop at third, and also most likely knows, and she's got to clear out some space for the runner to score here as well. One little side note. Catchers, you need to try to get this bat out of the way. I've seen where throws have hit the bat and it bounces off really funny, and then the runner ends up scoring. You can see the pitcher is now starting to back up, which is great. She needs to get back here. She needs to line up between this throw where the catcher is going to be, so she needs to be back in this area somewhere. Ball gets past the catcher. She's back there already. Then nobody's going to advance. Even the batter runner, which is coming over here, if it gets by her and she's not backing up, the runner at third may not score, but she'll get to second, and we definitely don't want that to happen as well. Okay, second baseman, you're covering here just in case the batter runner wants to try to go to second. She's doing that well. The center fielder can kind of start moving in a little bit here and getting in that position. We'll go a little bit farther. Okay, here she scores. She's getting ready to throw the ball. It looks like she's kind of moving a little bit more this way. She's still a little bit offline. The second baseman is covering properly. Now, if you can see, the right fielder is just standing watching here. Wouldn't be happy with that as a coach. It's early in the year. The outfield coach or whoever works with outfielders may have noticed this, may say something. You always want to, as an outfitter, you always want to anticipate where will I need to be just in case this happens. So in a normal situation, there's there's one possibility is that there's just to throw the cutoff, she catches it and nothing happens. She's okay there. Second possibility is she tries to score, she cuts it and comes home. She won't be in that play. The third is where she gets in a situation where she cuts it and this runner tries to go to second, then you want to line up between there and there. And, she's got to go over this way a little bit, anticipating that. Center fielder can kind of come over this way a little bit. Want to be too far because if there is a throw to home and then there's a throw to second, center fielder's got to be ready there. You're looking for, as an outfield, primarily center fielder, you're backing up second. Primarily, you're from straight on. Primarily, as right fielder, you're backing up from the throw to second base over to the right side. You're always looking for where do you need to be just in case there's an overthrow. There's a lot of lines there. So she's kind of standing watching. She doesn't need to be there. The runner is going pretty good, which is great. We don't see what happens there. And again, and another thing, this she's already saying, you're fine, you're fine. That's her job, is to be the coach, so to speak, at home, telling the runner if she needs to slide or not. In this situation, she was clear. She knew what she had to do. Now, if this runner was trying to score, she would be there to help her, tell her to slide or to stand up. So that's a couple of things that notice on those plays. Let's see. I think they stopped the view. Yeah, the throw comes. Looks like it's coming right to her. She stops. Everybody's there. She's kind of leaning, looks like a little bit. She's still not there, but again, it ends up not being a big deal at all. So that's breaking this situation down. I'm Holly Knight with National Fast Pitch Academy.